Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm here with my weekly wax update. So everything I melted this week, well, everything I finished this week, and then, all of the new stuff. So it's Sunday night. It is the last day of the school holidays, thank goodness. Yeah, so I'm going to get stuck into it. Actually, I'm going to clear my glasses first, then I'm going to get stuck into it. Okay, so empties first. Teddy Bees, Witches Be Crazy for Blueberries. So this is birthday cake, pecan waffle, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon, spiced vanilla blended with sweet blueberries. So I think I was talking just last week about how Witches Be Crazy is not my favourite scent. It's just, I love a good pecan waffles blend, but this one, just the birthday cake and stuff, it doesn't quite work for me. With that said, this one has probably been the best of them all. Like, this one, I feel like you get the blueberry is quite present. It's quite strong. And it kind of pulls everything together, and it kind of makes the artificialness of the blend that I pick up be just more kind of palatable around. So I don't mind this one. I wouldn't get it again, but definitely of all of the Witches Be Crazy blends that I've melted in the last while, this one has been like the one that I've gone, oh yeah, that one's not bad. It throws very strongly as well, but yeah, not a repurchase. I finished Grown Woman Shit from Teddy Bees. So this is Palo Santo, Orchid, Amber, and Smoked Vanilla. I really, really love this one. It's really beautiful. It's a really great name for it because it is a really kind of like feminine adult kind of scent. Like, it's not girly, it's, it's got really beautiful woodsy notes, but the orchid and the amber and just all of that, it's really, really nice. It's kind of I'd say it's a medium throwing scent. I do wish it was a little bit stronger, but I still really love it, and I still want to see it repoured soon, because it is a favourite of mine, I'd say. Supertar's Rainforest. So this used to be Vision. I swear I talked about this last week. Maybe I started the clam and then I finished it, because I know I melted it this week as well, but I swear I talked about this last week. Ozone Sweet Amber Musk Lavender Fern. Love this one. It's like humid and rainforesty, but also very, it definitely has like a kind of perfume lean, but in a really good way. I think the fern and the lavender notes are really awesome in this. Like, I really, really enjoy this blend. So if I did melt it 2 weeks in a row, that's why. I have another clamshell. I did find another clamshell. Very strong throwing scent as well. I love that one. Will always be a repurchase. L3 Waxy Wonders Cult. So Cult is smoke, steel, and pheromones. This one I do very much enjoy. I've had this a few times now. I never seem to get big quantities of it. It's always like a puppy pack or a smaller shape. But it's really nice. Like, it's not really smoky. It's maybe a little bit masculine leaning, but there is a pretty almost marshmallow-like quality to it. I don't know. I really like it. The pheromones, I think, is a scent I've enjoyed in other blends as well. Throws medium to high. I would get this one again. Again, I kind of like how I've been doing it, like getting, a small pack here and there. That seems to work well for that one for me. Teddy Bees Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies. This one's sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla, and sugar cookie dough. I very much enjoy the Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies from Teddy Bees. I think she's renamed it slightly because the blend has changed it a little bit, but it seems the same to me. This is the older version. I think she calls it Signature Sugar Cookies now. Anyway. Really nice. I really smell like, icing crystals and stuff. Yeah, really, really delicious scent. Again, medium kind of throw. It would be nice if it was stronger, but still, it is a really nice scent. It blends well. It's fun melting on its own too. I went off it for a little bit and then I sort of came back around to it again. So, you know, I try not to melt it too frequently. I would get more of it, but maybe just a souffle. Like, I don't need it. I've had that bag for a while. I don't need a huge quantity of it. I'm going to put that aside. I did some vanilla butter fudge melting. Oh, no. I'll talk about it now. So, because I did the L3 vanilla butter fudge in one combo, and then I did the Dessa's one in another, but I'll get to that later. So, the L3, all I melted it with was just some zucchini bread. It was great. I mean, these are 2 bakery oils from L3 that I really love. Like, absolutely just staples for me. This combo, it was definitely stronger on the zucchini bread than the vanilla butter fudge, but I feel like the vanilla butter fudge made it a bit creamier, made it a little bit sweeter. The zucchini bread is not like a super sweet scent on its own. Yeah, it just added a bit more oomph. So I did enjoy that combo. I think I would possibly do it again. I do need to get some more vanilla butter fudge on its own. I have it in blend still, but that was the last of the L3 version I have on its own. And, you know, always love her zucchini bread. It's quite a strong throwing combo as well. So I did Pacific Woods and Velvet Sugar from L3. This is a puppy pack. Love this. I mean, I just love that Pacific Woods. It's just such a complex, mixed up pine scent. And then the Velvet Woods is Velvet Sugar. Sorry. Velvet Sugar is, to me, it's kind of like a very sophisticated sort of cotton candy scent. So this is kind of feminine and a little bit sweet, but not really. Like, the Pacific Woods kind of takes precedence, but then there's this extra layer. It's almost like if you blended like a pink sugar in here. I feel like you'd get a similar effect. Not exactly the same, but similar. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Good throw. Doesn't feel like one I need masses of. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but just like that particular blend, do I need it again? Maybe like in a small pack again. L3 Sweet 16 and Coffee Bean. I don't know what Sweet 16 is. I didn't get a lot of coffee from this. It was mostly like just a kind of... It was a bit of a sickly sweet bakery scent, to be honest, with a little bit of coffee lingering in the background. I wasn't a big fan of it. I just kept getting overwhelmed by the sweetness. Sweet 16, I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe it had birthday cake in it, but I don't know. Cupcakes at Tiffany, perhaps. Like, there's these oils that sometimes they're okay, but just a lot of the time they're just too sickly sweet for me. So that was not a great one for me. Throw was kind of medium. I did these 2 together to finish them off. So some birthday cake from Vintage Chic Scents with some Dolly and Miley. Dolly and Miley is Huckleberry Sundae Blend, which is vanilla ice cream, Huckleberry syrup, whipped cream, and a dash of cherry. So I've enjoyed the Dolly and Miley scent. Like, it's kind of huckleberry-ish, but there's a little bit, almost like a sharpness with the cherry. And a bit of creaminess too, I suppose. With the birthday cake, I don't know. The Vintage Chic Scents birthday cake is okay. It's not a favourite of mine. It's not terrible. This combo, yeah, it was fine. Kind of medium throw. I wish it threw better. It was just kind of a more creamy version of the Dolly and Miley. So, wouldn't need to do it again, but it was fine. Melting this up here at the moment in my office. So this is Whitewoods and Bonfires from Teddy Bees. This is White Oak, Cashmere, Softwoods, Vanilla, and Bonfire Bliss. This is really lovely. It's a really I can't say words tonight. I was going to say pretty. A really pretty, smoky, woody blend. It's not overly smoky at all. Bonfire Bliss never is. But it blends so nicely with the, I guess, the white oak and the softwoods, I suppose. So yeah, it is on the softer side. Not in terms of throw. It actually, it's a medium. I'd even say it's kind of leaning medium high. Like, I can definitely smell it when I'm in the room. But the overall feeling of it is like, there is a softness to it for a woody smoky blend. So it's a really nice relaxing one. I have another souffle of it, I think, and I would get that one again. It is very lovely. Hayden Row Bye Bye Summer. So this one, Autumn Air, Sunlight, Burning Leaves. Is it Burning Leaves or Turning Leaves? I don't know. This one's not bad, but it doesn't, throw on it is just not quite there. It smells really strong here, but I know each time I've melted, I've been like, yeah, it was alright. But not as strong as I wanted it to be, you know? Hayden Row is usually very strong, so. I mean, it is good at capturing that kind of turn, like at the end, I suppose at the end of the season when leaves are starting to, you know, the leaves are starting to turn and stuff like that. But yeah, the throw could be better. So probably not a repurchase. Alien and Casper from Super Tarts. For some reason I was going to say Alien versus Casper. That would be interesting. So apple cider, vanilla bean, donuts, toasted marshmallows, cornbread, Mexican fried ice cream. So this is an interesting one because both Alien and Casper on their own don't go very well for me, but this blend is really lovely. The problem that I have with Alien is that the cider scent takes a kind of soapy lean. Some apple cider blends or scents just lean soapy. I don't know why, but they just do. And this one is one of those ones. Casper is just a bit meh, which is odd. It's been a long time since I've tried Casper. To be fair, I might have to give it another go because I know I've started to enjoy the cornbread from Super Tarts a lot more since I first melted it. But I know just last time it just didn't wow me. It just didn't smell like, it was pretty basic bakery. But together here, it cuts through that kind of the tone of the apple that I don't like, having that extra kind of bakery and creamy notes in there. So it makes it a really nice apple scent without, you know, without being soapy, but also without being, you know, overly spicy or too strongly apple. Like it's a nice mellow one, but still throws really well and stuff. So I really enjoy this one. I would get that one again. Okay, so now that's all of the empties, so I'll go on to the everything else. This one, the sticker's coming off. I started a new shape, like a little decorated souffle from Dessa's in Fall Foliage. This has been sitting in the collection for a while because I bought it, I think, last year, but I already had some Fall Foliage aside, so I didn't melt it last year. Anyway. Dew, Leaves, Crackling Fire, Outdoor Air. This has been a long time love from Dessa's for me. This would be like, gosh, like maybe the third or fourth packet of this I've been through in various different shapes and sizes. It is just the most, I would say that this is one of the best, if not the best, smoky, outdoorsy, like dewy air type scent around. There's a lot of them out there, but this one just is the most legit smelling to me, I would say. Legit, but also, you know, it's legit, but make it fragrance, you know, like thinking about those scents sometimes, like they'd all smell really good, but this just smells like the best possible version of that, you know. So I love this one. I've melted it so many times now. It's always really strong. It's just perfect. So always going to be a repurchase, I suspect. I need to start making a list down of those Dessa scents that I do need to repeat. Like, because I'm not ordering as much wax, I'm probably only going to order from... There's some vendors that will probably pop up a few times throughout the year. So like my regulars, L3, Super Tarts, and Teddy Bees. But then there's other vendors that I'll probably order once a year from at most, and really I need to keep that down to a really small list. So like maybe K, Dessa's, possibly Scoopable, and that might be it, to be honest. So I really need to just make, because Dessa's is doing pre-orders again, but she's sort of doing different parts of the collection each time. I'm going to have to make a list of the things that I really want, and then keep an eye out for when she does a pre-order with a lot of that stuff, and then go in on that pre-order. It does also, it gets a bit hard. I found that just, I don't know, coincidence or whatever, but Dessa's pre-orders almost always fall on a weekend when there's just another wax thing happening that I really want to do. And I end up choosing the other thing over Dessa's. I don't know why. I think sometimes it's because it's on a Teddy Bees weekend, but not always. Sometimes it's been other things, but anyway. So I finally started into this loaf. So Mrs. Teddy Bear from Teddy Bees. A blend of teddy bear biscuits, cherry pie filling, and whipped cream. I think, because I have been asking for this one to be repoured for so long. And it took so many pre-orders for me to finally get this one on the list. And I think people are finally, as of this last pre-order, realizing what an awesome scent this is. This is one of those Teddy Bear classics to me, in that I'm not aware of any other vendor that has a scent like this. Like, lots of vendors do cherry scents, but none of their cherries, to me, that I've tried. I'm sure there's one out there somewhere that smells the same, but I have not found a cherry that smells like this. And the way that it's blended with the Teddy Bear biscuits, which is like a kind of warm, spicy biscuit scent, it's just perfect. So yeah. Wax on my face. Love that one. Great throw. Always going to be a repurchase. Super Tarts Fire Blue Sugar Palo Santo. Really nice, warm, smoky, palo-y type blend. It's very similar to Hades, another blend of hers. But it's got the Palo Santo in there as well, which I think does improve it. Blends really well with the smoky. It's fire. I think it's Fireside, not just fire, but anyway, love that. Love a good smoky blue sugar, and that's a great one, and it throws really well. Teddy Bees, milk, cookies, and blueberry cobbler. So creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, buttery cookie dough blended with blueberry cobbler. I got this one pretty much just because I like blueberry cobbler. Milk and cookies. Just, it smells really, really good cold. Like, I remember when I got a sample of it once, and I was like, I am having big regrets about not ordering milk and cookies. This smells fantastic. And then I melted it, and there was nothing to it. It was just vaguely, very slightly cookie-like in the air. So I got this thinking, well, even if the milk and cookies doesn't really add to the blend, it still will smell like blueberry cobbler. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. Like, I just can't smell milk and cookies very much. A lot of people love that scent. So it just, I don't know, if it's just me. The blueberry cobbler in this smells amazing, and maybe it is a bit enhanced by the milk and cookies. So yeah, it was kind of medium throw, I think, because I just feel like the milk and cookies kind of diluted it. Yeah. So probably not a repurchase, because I can get blueberry cobbler scents elsewhere that are stronger. But it smelled good, but just, yeah, the milk and cookies was not present. I did roasted pine cones from Dessa with herb vanilla butter fudge. So this herb vanilla butter fudge says sweet cream butter and vanilla extract, and then the roasted pine cones is fresh pine cone, sweet vanilla, subtle forest backdrop. I am a huge roasted pine cones fan. Oh, it smells so good. It kind of, to me, it sits in the similar family to vanilla balsam in that it's got this specific outdoorsy tone, and then it's got vanilla creaminess. So it leans really well into, you can use it in like fresh woody scents, but you can also use it in bakery. So that's why I went with the vanilla butter fudge. It was nice. The scent combo did not throw as well as I was expecting. I'm not quite sure why, but it was kind of light to medium, so I would have liked more throw. It was still a really pretty scent combo though. I don't know if I'd do it together. I don't know. I'm really picky with my roasted pine cones. I want to blend it, but I also want to melt it on its own. So like, if I can get more of it, so again, another scent on the Dessa's list. If I can get more of it, I will use more of it to blend with. But right now, I think I just want to melt it on its own while I've only got that little bit left. Empire Alchemy Fig and Cardamom. I don't know why. I've had a few Empire Alchemy scents that I bought like August-ish last year. So it was early, coming into the autumn season for America. Just, you know, getting ready to exit the cooler months over here. By the time it arrived, it was definitely it wasn't really time to melt these sorts of scents. So This one is buttery cardamom cookies, fig jam, green figs, pine needles, birch. I think I was a bit uncertain whether to melt this in the morning as a bakery scent or in the afternoon as like a kind of an outdoorsy scent. I went with the afternoon in the end, and I'm glad I did. It was really beautiful. On cold, I actually don't love it on cold. I think it's the cardamom. I don't know, there's a weird kind of sweet green scent on cold. Yeah, kind of herbal. It's almost like jelly and herbs. And it doesn't smell great. But warmed up, I don't know, I couldn't really describe this one well. Like, definitely was kind of tree-like. Like, I could smell pine needles and birch, I think. Maybe it's the green fig that smells a bit funny on cold. But on warm, it was just, there was a beautiful sweetness. There was a butteriness to it. Like, but it was trees. It was really, really good. One of those Empire Alchemy blends where just everything just works. Medium high blend, throwing blend. Again, I would have liked it to be stronger, but it was lovely in the bedroom. I think I would get that scent again. It was really beautiful. December 1st from Super Tarts. This one's pecan regalia cookies, cinnamon charlotte bread, brown sugar harvest ale toffee frosting. Oh, I've pulled this here because I have actually melted this one before. I will say though, and I'm not sure if this is just getting stronger as it cures, but this was so spicy compared to what I remember from last time I melted it. Last time I melted it, I got a lot of the harvest ale, I think, and the toffee, and then a bit of the pecan regalia cookies and things like that. But this time, I walked in, I was like, that is one of the spiciest scents ever. Like, I feel like the cinnamon and the challah bread and the brown sugar even, well, that's not spicy, but yeah, it's really, really spicy, and I don't know if I love that. And it definitely wasn't what I was in the mood for that day. So I'll try it again another time, but it does seem to be getting much spicier to me, and I'm, yeah, not so much of a fan of that. Very strong throwing scent though. Ebony Violet Blackberry Vanilla Balsam. So juicy blackberries, warm vanilla balsam for pine trees. So I've melted my way through like a snap bar of this before. It's really beautiful. Like vanilla balsam, I love. And then the juicy blackberries. Her juicy blackberry oil is great. So together, I don't know, I just love it. It's a really beautiful, like, they just, the two oils just really go together well. Get very good throw from this. It's been sitting here for a while though. I don't know why. I think when it arrived, I still had some of the other one left. But yeah, this is like poured September 2021. So coming up on 2 years old, and I'm only just starting it. So I do need to get my melt on with that one. I also did sweaters and leggings from Ebony Violet. So this one was poured in December last year. This is Sweater Weather Tight, Sweet Cotton Candy and Juicy Blackberry. This one I didn't like as much as I thought I would. It was really sickly sweet. Like, I think just the sweet cotton candy and the blackberry together. Plus, I think that the Sweater Weather is not the really crisp, sharp, fresh type. It's the other type. So I feel like if it had been the former, like the really crisp one, that it probably would have held up better against the sweet notes. But because it wasn't, it just didn't have that balance. So this was okay. It was pretty, but yeah, just a little bit oversweet for me. The throw was good, but probably not a repurchase. I did at the same time, I suppose you could say I was inspired by it. I also did Rose Girls Sweater Weather with Super Tarts Blackberry. This was much better. So this one, first of all, this is the proper Sweater Weather. This is the really intense, strong, like crisp, beautiful, just amazing Sweater Weather. And then Super Tarts Blackberry is great as well. Interestingly with this combo, because both of these vendors do blackberry, and I've had like single scents of blackberry and Sweater Weather from both of them. Super Tarts does a much better blackberry for me, and it's a much stronger blackberry. Rose Girls does the much better Sweater Weather. So for me, like these two, perfect. Like I wouldn't necessarily do a Rose Girl Sweater Weather and Blackberry together, because the Blackberry for me, I don't think it would hold up. I don't find it very strong at all, whereas her Sweater Weather can be quite overwhelming. The Super Tart Sweater Weather, I actually probably would do it with the Blackberry. It would smell good, but it wouldn't smell as good as this. So, perfect combination. I did one clamshell cube and then one small, because these are quite small. This is cut up quite small for mini melters. I did one of these little mini melters in each warmer, and that was perfect. Like, there was definitely more Blackberry in the warmer to the Sweater Weather, and that was the perfect ratio. The Sweater Weather was very present, but it didn't overwhelm. Yeah, I love that combo. I would do it again. Really strong, really beautiful. I Heart Vanilla Blueberry from Teddy Bees. So creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallow magnolias blended with blueberry sugar. Again, I don't know why I put this here because I have melted it before. But anyway, really like it. I'm finding, I think I'm starting to hit my strides with these I Heart Vanilla blends. I didn't like many of them at first, but I've really liked the blackberry and the blueberry versions. The spiced apple version's not bad either too. And it's weird because I don't like blueberry sugar. Blueberry sugar is probably my least favourite blueberry type scent, but in here, it's really nice. Just beautiful, creamy blueberry. So, good throw. I think I might repurchase that one. Teddy Bees Bonfire Nights. This one's Bonfire Cashmere's Vanilla Sandalwood Roasted Marshmallow. This one is nice. I think it has grown on me a bit. I still don't love it as much as I thought I would. Like, it's still not as smoky, and there is a slightly kind of, I feel like the sandalwood and the marshmallow, especially on cold, are kind of giving like an artificial sort of thing. But on warm, it is nice. So I don't think this, I accidentally bought 2 of these. I don't think it's going to be a repurchase once I'm done. Throw is also kind of medium, so could be better. But it's a nice set. It's just not one I'm crazy about. I did Super Tarts Embers. So that's orange campfire marshmallow fluff and buttercream, which I really enjoy, but it is just a slight bit too orangey. Like, I love the campfire smoke and marshmallow with it, but the orange is just a little bit much. So I put some Palo Santo in it, and that was really lovely. Great combo. The smoke, like the campfire and the Palo, played together really well. I did Teddy Bees Palo Santo just because I don't know why. I had a Super Tarts clam of Palo Santo somewhere, and then I've misplaced it. I could have gone to my backups drawer and gotten some more, because I do have some more, but I just went, whatever, I'll just grab the Palo Santo that I know where it is. So, it is a bit of a different Palo to the Super Tarts one though, not in a bad way, but just different. And I have this weird thing that when I'm blending scents, if I have, so like if I've got single scents from vendors, if I'm using a Super Tart scent and I wanted to put something like Palo, like I want to use the same vendor one. So like if I was doing an L3, if I had an L3 scent and I wanted to put Palo Santo in it, I would grab my L3 Palo. If I'm doing a Teddy Bees scent and I wanted to add Palo to it, I would get my Teddy Bees Palo. Of course, if I don't have Palo, like if I'm melting a scent and I want to put Palo in it, and the scent that I'm melting, that vendor, I don't have a Palo from them, then I'll use whichever one I feel like. But I just have this weird thing, and it's irritating because my Palos are different. Like, the L3 Palo is different to the Teddy Bees Palo, is different to the Super Tarts Palo. I really enjoy them all, but they have different kind of strengths. So I should probably go for the one that I think would go best in the blend, but I don't. I try to go for the same vendor. It's weird, but it's just something that I like to do. Last scent this week is Wild Pumpkin. So this is Santal, Tobacco and Brett, Third Time, Pumpkin Spice, Wild Madagascar Vanilla. This was Empire Alchemy, if I didn't say that before. This is interesting. I don't remember it melting at all. I don't know why. I don't know if it just didn't throw well or if I just didn't. I think I only melted it up here, so maybe it didn't come back up. I think it will be nice. There's kind of a herbalness combined with a woodsy scent. When it first arrived, it smelled really strongly of pumpkin spice, which I didn't like. But that has definitely kind of softened, and the wood, like the fur and the thyme, comes out more. But yeah, that's just me commenting on cold. I'll have to melt it again to sort of give you more information about that one. Okay, that is it. That is everything that I'm covering in my update this week. So all of my empties and the other stuff. I think, like I mentioned last week, I do have some wax on the way. It hasn't reached Australia yet. Big L3 order and a Rose Girls order. The next box to come, which I'm guessing I'll send out in August sometime, will have my teddy bears pre-order. Hopefully not a ready to ship. I will be trying to avoid the ready to ship. And probably some super tarts. The strawberry pound cake. Oh, that one might not be ready yet, because that was early. Sorry, I'm just like doing the maths in my head. That was early June, so that one might be late, like not ready until like late August, I'm guessing, because I know things are taking a while at the moment. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. There'll be wax. Hopefully you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon.